Hey, Vampire Logan here. We are here to play D&D Eve of Ruin, episode 22. Oh, I haven't got the, I always do this. I never get the game up and running beforehand.
That helps.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Is it all set up now?
The stream is running. I'm just getting the, Beyond thing going. Beyond map.
Okay, well we can do a recap
Yeah,
over top
go
of that.
ahead. Please do.
What happened last week?
What happened last week?
Oh yeah, what happened last week? Yeah, all right.
We're going to the death house.
We're back,
going
baby.
To the death house. The death house. The death house. We're going to the death house
Which
in
is
Barovia.
We're back, baby. Back in Barovia.
Right?
dipped
Back
in
in
there
Barovia.
somewhere.
Now we're back there in 1390. 100 years prior to us going there the other first time.
Me and Strahd is alive.
Yeah. So
Well,
while we were,
technically.
what did we find out? Exanthator said that it's not likely that Strahd missed it, so we had to go back to when the guy sort of showed up. Maybe find it then. Maybe a cult that worshipped him had it. So that's that's why we're hoping it's going to be in Barovia. We did find that it is in, just to skip a bit, but we did find that it was in the building using a locate object. So that's a good thing. The one little weird thing that happened before we left was Mordenkainen said something about time, and then Exanthander looked at him, and unfortunately I didn't catch the bit, and eventually when this last episode gets reposted I'll go back and listen to what it was. But
He also said
When
something, and then we said, what? And he said, what? I didn't say anything.
no, but that was the thing that it was specifically that Exanthander looked at him funny, and then suddenly Mordenkainen was almost defensive about what he said, or what he said that he didn't say. So
I think he has Alzheimer's, guys.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we keep collecting these really old wizard men. I feel like we should have expected this by now.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Anyways, we transported to 1390. We went to the yawning portal, and Durin was, a little suspicious looking. And when he gave us the bottle, Teflosia, the Aranese that we've met a couple times here, appeared, and she was telling us about Terramini Night's Edge. We sort of called out that that's who it was. She was trying to be going about it without saying it. And she says that Terramini is recruiting people that we've run into that we've potentially have a grudge against us. So Teflosia is going to spy for us. But she wants
According
us
to her,
to help
she does
her.
not have a grudge.
Yeah, she's a vengeance demon, but she doesn't have a grudge.
Well,
She said that
But
actually
she's
we helped
against
her.
liars, and we outright lied to her, but she doesn't hold a grudge.
Shit.
All she wants is for us to keep her outside, or keep her from getting put back into the Loth organization. So we'll see where that leads out.
Yeah.
So we worked out a
Fair.
plan, went to Barovia.
So she
We're gonna meet up with her again
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
day.
She's gonna
in
get
the
you a
bar.
name of somebody else who's been
Recruited, yeah.
recruited. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of thing to indicate that maybe you can trust her.
Yo,
Right.
poor fucking Durnan. We keep dragging this man into our shit.
For him, it's only once every 20 years or so. So, it's
Although
less
we
painful
literally
that
were
way.
like, she was like, how will I contact you? And we were like, oh, you can just talk to Durnan. He's there like, what?
He's like my
He's our guy.
doorman.
Do you have to talk to me?
Right? We went to Barovia, and it's nighttime, and we hear people calling out looking for something, and we can hear a young boy and girl crying, and of course we're trying to get out of here as quickly as possible without distracting Strahd. So first thing people decide to do is run off and help the little boy and girl. Didn't quite get that
I'm
far,
so glad you just say people.
right?
It's
It was most of us. We got surrounded by a mob, everybody except for Fallon, who just disappeared into the darkness and nobody saw.
He's sneaky.
We asked the mob about the kids, and they were like, "Oh, that's Rose and Thorn. They probably got kicked out of their parents' house again." It's like, "Oh, okay, it's an everyday thing." And
They're wildly casual about that. Cool.
they were
Yeah.
really wildly casual about that.
Barovia.
So Fallon went off to talk to them, and they said that there was a monster in the house and that their parents kicked them out, and that their house is
protect
the
them.
death house. So yeah, so I guess they didn't call it the death house, but we knew which house it was. And so Fallon said, "Hey, I'm going to kill that monster for you." And
Kinda what we
the
do,
mob
so.
took the rest of us out of town and probably would have kept
No, they
marching
didn't
us.
make it. You bribed. Sasha bribed
Yeah,
them.
I was gonna say, but then Sasha pulled out a bottle of rum, and they thought that was a much better idea. So they left us to our own devices, took the bottle of rum back to the pub, and that was that. We went
Very rare around
into
these parts.
yes.
Oh, before when Fallon was with the kids, so she's not supposed to. She's trying to be careful about her sun
yeah.
sword because that's very noticeably recognizable magic item that Strahd knows.
Would go what the
But
Knows well. Yep.
immediately, the first thing she fucking did was to show the kids something cool. She showed them her sword,
right? Oh, is he
and then the first enemies we fought were undead, and I was gonna try and not use the sun sword when we were fighting in this thing, but we never fight undead, and it's got an extra damage die to undead, so I was too excited.
So it's gonna happen.
I was too excited.
Hey,
Have
if
to
there's
make
no
sure we kill
survivors,
everything.
they can't tell.
Exactly. We fucking obliterated these vampire spawns.
We
where they got from the
obliterated. Yeah,
tell.
there was 4 vampire spawn, and we obliterated them. And we went up. We found where where it goes. So it is where we need to go is downstairs, but there was no stairs downstairs. But we used our wand of secrets and found out that there was something in a area that we couldn't access, but the opening was probably upstairs. So we went upstairs and we actually found 2 places that we need to search today. The one thing that we sort of ended on
Oh yeah,
is
Octavio.
we came into a room and there was Van Richten again, once again,
We can't fucking leave this guy.
right?
Mhm.
With 2 priests on the ground, 2, I think, dead priests at the time. But then their wrists started to
Not
glow,
anymore.
and they got up, and that's where we are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
I don't think we
have
started that
in a
fight, right?
closet.
We did initiative.
We rolled
I think.
initiative for it, so we're all ready to go with Sasha's turn first.
Go Sasha. Go Sasha.
Go, Sasha, go. Go, Sasha, go.
Go,
All
Sasha.
right.
Go,
It's handy
Sasha.
because
Go.
Sasha's the one who
Okay.
Octavio wouldn't necessarily recognize.
Yeah. Rest of us are like
Oh yeah,
hiding.
that's true. He never actually met Rictavio.
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't sure
yeah.
about that. You've also got the hat of disguise.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I
he's
was
using
wondering
it.
if you'd ever met him or not.
No, he
No,
was
he
gone
didn't
before.
even-
Don't
No,
think
he
so.
left.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Filbert
Filbert was the
met
one
him.
who had the coin.
Yep.
Oh, so this is
Right.
odd because his hat of disguise is in the room.
Was that?
Oh, did we get the hat of
Okay.
disguise from Octavio?
Yes.
Whoops.
Yes,
Oopsies.
Rictavio is the source of the hat of disguise.
So if we steal it again, does the other one disappear?
Hey, that looks familiar. Wait, I like that design. I'm going to make one later on. Hold still. Let me
One
get
way to
Not
find out,
fucking
but you might not
robbing-
like the answer. Yeah.
We're not robbing him.
And also, you can
As much as I fucking hate him,
hat
we're
of
not
disguise,
robbing
you can
him.
disguise what the hat looks like in the disguise. So it's not like it's it casts
Yeah.
a spell. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's not like 2 people standing there wearing Sherlock Holmes hats or something like that.
Does
Right. Are they?
Just be
Spider-Man
obvious.
pointing at each other memes.
is he wearing
Yes.
it?
Yes.
No, we knew that it isn't Rictavo that was there.
No, I
It
mean,
was
No,
Ven-
it's
that
so
was-
Rictavio's the only reason I have Rictavio on the thing is because that's the only stat block they gave me for Van Richten. So I'm
Oh.
just using the stats from that.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
looks
he's
Van
not
Van
actually
Richten.
here. He hasn't become Rictavio in this place yet. That
Okay.
is
Exactly.
way in the future.
He
Does-
leaves
Could
and
be-
comes back as Rictavio.
does
Yeah,
he
it
have the
could
hat
be
on
that
though?
he gets the hat of disguise from Sasha.
Whoa, crazy.
Whoa.
That would
Here,
be
have this, my friend.
Predestination.
probably wouldn't like that
paradox.
answer either.
Yeah.
Oh,
You would break
Causality
the
loop.
timeline.
well, we
Yeah.
know we'd always get it in the end. We keep him alive because we know where it happens. So
But where did
it actually works pretty good.
it get created?
So these guys turn into
No, that
Just-
doesn't work.
rat
Priests
bastards.
of something.
Yeah, they are priests. They're covered in tattoos. Let me see.
Oh, does Van Richten have the hat on though? Was what I was asking.
He's wearing a hat.
Because we would recognize it in its normal form when he's not using it as a disguise.
Suppose you
Yeah,
would
but it could
if he's
be-
wearing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, brother. So we better not bonk heads.
Yeah,
All
they're
right. Time
dressed in
distortion
white
thing.
robes, tattoos on their arms, and heads which are bald.
Okay. So Sasha
It's
is
the tattoos that were glowing to when they stood back up again.
all right. He is going to bonus action sanctuary on Rictavio. Van Richten.
Okay.
And then lunge forward and begin attempting to slice and dice A.
Eee.
A. All right. So out comes the Crusader short sword. And does a 17 hit this person?
Yes, 14s you're looking for.
All right. So there's that damage there. 18 right now. And then he's going to pour a smite into that. I guess this seems like a good thing to do. Where are you, Smite Dice? I had you there on my screen
Spiders.
just a second ago. There it
Where are you,
is.
spiders?
Here we go, Smiters. And that adds another 11
Don't smite me, bro.
Nice.
radiant damage. I don't know if that affects them much or how, but there you go.
No
And
difference.
then a second attack.
It's still 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think at 24 hits. On this one,
Yep.
we have to ignore the rogue damage. So we're looking at 9 base. And what the hell, we'll throw in another smite. Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
That'll add another 15.
24.
Now I gotta mark my
He's
spells.
bloodied.
Here we go. Huzzah! And then because he can do this, he will do this. I'm going over here.
Oh,
Make room.
wonderful.
Cora.
Because swashbuckler.
Alrighty, so I actually can do something with Wolfham and Syria. So
Mhm.
I, as Cora, am going to send Wolfham inside. I'm going to send Syria inside. And I'm going to use my action to cast a touch-based spell. It's going to be Shocking Grasp,
Nice.
because that's... And
Fun.
Wolfham can deliver this to
Mhm.
whichever one. So,
That
yeah,
one,
send
that one's in rough shape.
all right, so let's go ahead and do that one. So my action, Wolfham's reaction.
Okay.
I I've also been having a glitch, where stuff doesn't roll on my side for some reason, so I might be struggling a little bit.
Okay, let's see what happens.
That's okay. We promise not to laugh.
No, like genuinely, I'm clicking stuff on my character sheet and like nothing happens.
Nothing's happening.
So like, well, it shows up on the dice, but like nothing
I wonder
goes on my side.
if I pull up your character, if I can do it for you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and is there a dice thing on?
Yeah, in the chat. If you
Sure.
pull up the chat.
Yeah,
you can-
there's the game log and dice. There's roll dice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way.
I've
Nat
just-
20?
Well, that's not
Oh
bad.
well, that misses.
That'll do. Fine.
Oh god.
Nat 20 for 30.
I can hope it does not miss.
Yep.
That would be terrifying.
And that will be 68.
Okay.
17 damage.
That's enough, even at 17.
Okay. Then we're gonna
One
send
goes
Sorry,
there.
It's
yeah.
electric.
Actually, was that for
and
shocking grass?
that was shocking
Yeah.
grasp,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I tried to click
Yes,
on
that was
your.
shocking.
I tried to click on it on your character sheet with my click. And
Well,
it
you're
didn't
not the
work.
DM,
Yeah,
right?
so
In the
it doesn't work. for me.
campaign, so it has to be someone
Yeah.
else. Okay, so
Just thought it
then
might work.
as my bonus action, I'm going to give Surya an action, and Surya is going to attack.
Okay.
This would be a D20, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. That would be a 26.
14 is what you need.
25. Yeah, I'm trying to do from math. 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
1d8.
Roll it up.
10 damage.
10. She's still okay. That's it for Surya.
Yes, that will be all.
Ramses.
Okay, I think we're down to one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Spirit Guardians.
So this one's dead. A is dead.
That one cried out and fell to the ground.
19 with Guiding Bolt.
Mm-hmm. Now you're standing 5
Directly
to 10
across from
feet
it.
from Van Richten.
Yes.
And there's a door between you. How are you using
the
that?
door would-
Or
The door would be open,
yeah.
and I would. I mean, he might have part cover, but once again, I like Cora. I'm a spell sniper, so I just go right past him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm curious what
How are you
precautions
avoiding
would be
him
taking to
seeing
see
you?
if
Oh,
Van Richten
no,
can
He
see
has
you.
his.
still-
I think he's got his cloak up and everything.
I'm still full cloak, and I'm not doing
Right,
anything
okay.
fancy. I'm just reaching out my hand, and basically a bolt just shoots from my hand.
Right, okay. So your face is covered.
Yes, I
So
am keeping
stranger.
myself out of
I'm
that,
pretty sure everybody was all covering themselves up except for Fallon.
Yeah. except for and Sasha. But Sasha changed himself. Yeah,
Sasha
Sasha,
had
I
the-
was like, yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay,
Shamaka,
so-
what's your precaution while we're doing them?
I was gonna change it to an animal
Oh, that would do it. Okay.
after I
Could
cast
be any
the spell.
druid.
Fair enough.
Yep. Okay. So that
yeah,
that
20
hits for 20 points of damage.
And I will do nothing else.
Actually, wasn't
I'm
I
done.
already an animal?
Mm,
No, you would have put up. The
No,
animal
because
sword,
you just used your thorn whip.
That's right. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Pulled the guy off the balcony.
It was awesome.
Mhm.
Right into my sword.
Well, now is your chance. It's your turn.
I think I am. Is this one injured now? B.
Yes.
Like
Bloodied, but barely.
Okay. I could just shoot and then hide around the corner again. That door's open, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I will just throw down a what is it, like an undead
No.
priest or
No,
just a
humanoid.
priest? Okay. Then I'll just go the frostbite. It's a con 19 save. And it does 3d6 and that's 8 damage of cold damage.
Natural 20, so is it saved for half?
I
Nope.
believe
Cantrip.
yeah, it doesn't get any damage.
Okay.
Yeah, cantrips aren't usually saved for half, unfortunately.
Mm.
And then I'll just
Yeah, that's fair.
stay hidden there.
Glance out from around the corner momentarily to cast a spell, and then back behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Van Richten himself moves up beside Surya, and he whips out his sword cane, and he makes an attack with that. And he misses, and then he does it again, and he hits. This time. Nope. No, that's right. Yeah, okay. It does pokes her with his sword cane. It does a little bit of damage, not too much. He's like, I'm much better against undead.
Me both, sister.
These priests were hard to fell the first time.
Not that much better against undead.
I was gonna say that.
This fucking guy. Fallon just fucking hates this guy.
So
There's a level of contempt there that I feel that he's earned for sure.
Oh,
But now it's time for your chance to show off what you how it's
Well,
done.
not
Fallon.
too much. She is hiding in a closet currently. So Fallon is going to put away the hilt of her sun sword in her bag. She'll go, this is probably too recognizable. And these aren't undead anyway, so it doesn't matter. She still has the cold weather clothing in her inventory. So she's gonna throw on the cloak and pull it over her head, like so that she is not as noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
So she looks very goth.
And then she's gonna go 5, 10, 15. Can I share space with Surya while I do an attack?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'll stand on the bed, I guess. And then I'm gonna stab him with the +2 dagger.
Okay.
Oof, yikes. 18 to hit.
That is.
Rolled a 6. And that does 11 plus 7 plus 8. So that is 26.
26?
Yep.
That takes her down.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm gonna run back dash, and I'm gonna run back over in here. He sees me for nary a second.
Yeah. Van Richten finds that puzzling.
Fallon basically runs out, jumps over Surya onto the bed, stabs this bitch, jumps back down, and runs back into the closet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am the knight.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, do I know anything about these priests of Osibus?
It's like having a cat underneath your couch.
Let's see.
Yeah, totally runs out and
Roll
attacks.
religion.
Religion. I have that. Religion. I have that. 20.
Fallon has never behaved more like a rogue in her life.
20 is good.
Actually, can you use a bonus action to dash if you're not a rogue?
Yes, I'm a rogue.
Oh, you are.
I am a rogue.
Sure.
They are priests. They pop up in multiple different realms of dread. Ravenloft being one, but there are other dreadful places as well, and these priests tend to pop up in pretty much all of them.
It is fucking dreadful here.
They're meddling with things that they don't understand.
Okay.
Or maybe they understand, but other people don't understand what they're doing.
Interesting.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
They're good at doings and not understandings.
Okay.
Jules appeared somehow.
So yeah, we're what are you guys up to?
Well, Ramses wants to
Oh,
search.
use a Batman voice when you talk to him.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk to Van Richten, but I do want to
Me neither.
go. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to.
And the ASMR the city deserves.
Yes. I'm going to check out this this metal suit here.
The statue in 11.
Oh, and I'm gonna
It's just
look
hiding
in
the
this door.
closet.
Wolfham.
Oh, is there a door where Shavak is?
Yeah, I'm going in there.
Wolfham's gonna.
Oh, I didn't see it
distract
because you were on it.
Van
I was trying to find a way into that area, and of course you're on the door. It's like I could have just used the
Okay.
door.
So Sasha, what are you up to? First off, actually, Sasha, roll a die.
Any die?
A perception.
Ah,
No,
That's-
sorry,
right.
investigation.
dang it! I'm much better at perception.
Yeah. DC
Investigation.
15.
20.
There you go. You see something about this room that is interesting. There are unrelated to the fight you've had here. The window that you're standing beside was smashed before you
Mhm.
got here.
Inwards?
None of the fight with Van Richten was over this side. Items on the nightstand are broken and in disarray, and there's rainwater on the floor
Inward?
around you.
Is glass smashed
Uh,
inward or outward?
It is.
That's a good question.
It is.
Yeah, it didn't like explode inward like somebody jumped through the window or anything like that. But
So the
Outward?
glass is on the outside.
a lot of it is on the outside. More on the outside than
Okay, so
inside, but it's kind of
So
scattered.
someone broke it from inside. Okay.
And then cheesed it. He looks out the window. What the heck?
Don't see anything out there. It looks more like you could see some scuffs on the floor. Maybe there was a fight here of some kind other than this one.
Search for a
What
body.
kind of weather has it been? Is it like is there
On and off
Been
rain.
raining.
It's
so
Barovian.
is there footprints in the mush outside?
Outside or in the room?
Outside and inside.
Mush.
Like if there are muddy footprints on the inside.
So you're on the
And-
second floor, so there's no footprints you can see outside. You can't see any, and like the wall is vertical, so you don't really
Okay.
see anything like that. Inside, you can see somebody stepped on some broken glass, and it not in bare feet though, so they're wearing shoes, but it's kind of scuffed it around.
Okay. So
No.
I point this out to everyone.
No Bruce
Any
Willis.
idea what this is about? The whole
Does
like
Van Richten like say anything to us,
Van Richten,
Yeah.
he's
or is he just like,
yes.
"Hi, weirdos"?
So this is just Sasha kind of noticing this as soon as this fight resolves, before really
Okay.
anything else happens, because he's standing right by the window.
Did you close the door,
Um,
Ramses?
No.
You should.
Well, Sasha's got to get out, but yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Sasha can talk to him because he's not
I never
No.
did hear. Was there anything with this suit that I was looking at, or is this happening at the same time?
This is happening first, actually.
Okay, that's fine.
So Sasha, you notice this, and there's like some footprints in the glass at your feet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
He
there's
kind
not
of
much.
points it
What
out.
would
It's
you
like,
like to do with that information?
point it out to the group. Say, check this
Okay.
out. This is interesting. What's this about?
So there's the Van Richten says, "This is what I was afraid of. My fear is that someone here has been abducted."
Dun dun dun.
Well, who was supposed to be here? In this room?
This is the nursemaid's suite. So one might presume it was her.
Unless she was, like, watching over somebody. That's a possibility, too. Right? Would she have
Could
done
be.
that in her own suite?
Pardon?
Or is there another place in this house where the nursemaid does, nursemaid stuff?
I don't know. We should keep our eye out for
nursemaid or
such a place, though.
or governess, because nursemaid is pretty
Feeding
sure
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. More of a
Say,
name.
Horn doesn't seem that
He'll-
young, but he
he'll look
was.
for
I was,
signs
I
of-
was gonna say neither of those children seemed breastfeeding age.
No, 7 and 10. You never know in Barovia.
Fair enough.
Maybe they're just like that.
Honestly,
Canonically, this is the nursemaid's suite. That's all it says.
Right. He looks
Alright.
around this area for signs of blood or something that, possibly, like, can be used to track an individual or kind of.
Okay, tracking is survival wisdom,
Okay.
and then we're gonna swap to somebody else.
Ooh, 26 crit.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, the
Well done, Trilla.
scuffs from the
Sure.
glass move over to here.
Ooh. Dun, dun,
And
dun.
approach a mirror that's on the wall there.
There, and I kind of walk over there. Or he'll point it out so that maybe someone else can kind of take the lead from there. Share the
Okay.
spotlight.
I don't think any of us are going in there.
No.
Yeah. Cora, what are you up to?
Bunch of
Um,
ninnies.
Cora, well, this hasn't come up, but Wolfhum has a series of phrases that are programmed into them that they can say. Most of them are just, "Hi, I'm Wolfhum."
Cute.
Things
In like
like
4
that.
different
Yeah.
accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because artificers can make little 6-second long recorded messages and things like that, or nonverbal sounds, odors, and things like that. And so, Wolfhum is like being a puppy cute thing in front of Van Richten, just introducing itself over and over and over.
Well, aren't you
Okay.
a cute little distracting thing?
Exactly. It's a very cute little distracting thing.
I liked you a cute distraction.
Look, it's an obvious distraction.
That is definitely. But on the flip side, something piqued my interest. The priests both had glowing tattoos. Now, Cora comes from a culture with glowing tattoos. Surya can look at this for her. Do they look like her culture?
How does perception with Surya work?
Okay. So Surya can communicate in the capacity of, like, he can understand what Cora understands and do that.
Right.
Surya has a +10 to perception.
That's not
Nice.
bad. Okay. Now, would Surya have to describe what he sees?
I think it would just
No,
be
I
like
think he
a
has
yes
access
no.
to her knowledge. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you see through his eyes?
No, I do not see through Surya's eyes.
Okay.
Okay. Then roll is perception. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this works now. I don't think it will. Then I'm gonna go ahead and
It'd be really funny if only Surya's rolls worked.
17.
17. Yeah. No, they're not. They're not from your culture, but they're moving funny.
What?
Well, I don't
They
like that.
move.
Yeah.
Gross.
Shabaka, what are you up to?
I think Shabaka and Fallon are trying to get into this room.
Yeah, we want to look in that room.
Okay.
Oh, a bathroom.
Bathroom.
So.
Wait.
And
Where's this
this
one?
dark room contains a barrel under a spigot on the east wall, a wooden clawfoot tub, and a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it.
Oh, a stove. Oh, yeah, I guess to warm the water up for a bath. I was like, a stove?
An
Weird.
actual bathroom. Can I look for like a secret door to this space?
You can do you can roll investigation there.
What's investigation? Oh man, what's with all these 20s?
Right?
But no.
When you
is
said
the
old
answer.
man, sounded like it was bad.
What?
Success.
When you said oh man, made me think you've rolled that badly, and then you were like, what's with all these 20s? And I was like, oh, no.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh man.
Yeah, hard life, man. 20s. Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to waste
Fallon's
it on
gonna
a,
look in the
on a
closet
check for
also.
something that doesn't exist.
Van Richten opens these double doors here and finds a patio outside.
Oh, cute.
And
Really nice quarters for a
No patio.
nursemaid.
Oh.
Fallon wants to
from
look
there,
in the closet
you can
also,
see
by
the
way.
front of the house. And then Fallon, what are you up to?
Oh, she wants to look in the closet.
Okay. There we go, and
Cool, it's an empty closet.
the closet is actually empty. There's nothing in here. But this is the large, fancy bedroom. 4-poster bed, matching pair of wardrobes, vanity, jewelry box, portrait of a man and woman hangs above the fireplace, etc.
Weird that the nursemaid's room and the parents' room are on the same floor, but not the kids' room.
Mhm.
You would think the nursemaid and the kids would be on the same floor, but sure.
And
Don't be
with
ridiculous.
that, Priest A stands up again.
Oh my
come on.
god.
Its wounds still visible on her skin, but yeah, she
All right, I whack.
not yet because it's her turn.
Dang it! You're unloved. Go away.
Sorry, did anything happen with the armor? Just because everything
Oh
sort
right,
of
sorry,
flooded past
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I skipped over you. My bad. Balcony 11. It is black plate armor. It doesn't have any indication of magic or anything like that. It's very wearable, somewhat stylish, although slightly evil looking.
What a rad.
Huh. I'm not wearing plate.
There's a suit of
Ramses is
black
like,
plate mail right in front of you.
maybe I should steal this.
Huh. Maybe.
Ramsey didn't strike me as somebody who would go for thievery.
No, he's not. He would take
It's
it.
cultists.
But it's cultists.
Is
Could be
it?
going to a good use. These. What
Are
do you
the
mean?
parents-
Yeah.
Are the parents
Secret
cultists?
doors.
I think
Yes.
they are.
They're friends
I
that
didn't-
keep coming over in the robes. Oh,
yeah, I
please.
know. I just didn't know if that meant they were actually cultists or
Oh, they're
if they were
cultists.
caught up in something. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, rob
cult.
them. I don't give a shit.
Right?
So,
Yeah, fucking rob them. I don't care. I'll steal it for you if you want.
did
Unfortunately,
anyone
this priest is going to
did that
attack Sasha with
That
a
one didn't-
soul blade.
that one didn't get hit with any radiant damage, did it? Sasha, did you hit that one?
They're
too?
not. They radiant doesn't
Yes,
really
Sasha
do
does
anything for
radiant
them.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Sasha does radiant damage.
Because I'm
Anyway.
just
But
wondering if
it makes no difference with these guys,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
these are not undead.
okay, because it
No,
does
they're just
seem to be
stubborn as
regenning.
fuck.
So it's not radiant. Prevented
23 hit
regen.
points. Or no, 23 to hit Sasha.
Yeah, maybe that might hit.
Yeah, for
Possibly.
8 points
Chance.
of
Maybe.
piercing damage. And if the target is a creature, it is paralyzed until the start of the priest's next turn.
No save.
I don't like this.
It's part of the hit,
Oof,
as
rough.
all of these attacks are. Yeah.
Are any saving throws at all?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm screwed. All right.
So she comes over here and she's going to attack Surya, is the next closest one.
Touchy.
Mm.
Rude.
Won't stay down, eh?
Now this she got up injured.
Mhm.
So her hit point 17 hit Surya.
A 17 will hit Surya.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
Oh, what kind of damage?
This is piercing and is Surya a creature?
Yes.
Construct?
Construct is
Okay, then-
is a creature, yes.
He's also paralyzed.
Okay, bitch.
All right. So
Dang.
real quick, what was the amount of damage done to Sasha again?
It was 8 points
8
from a
points.
soul blade.
All right.
It's straight
Ow.
piercing.
8.
Then the other priest stands
Oh, jeez.
and does a swing at Wolfham and Van Richten.
I think
Okay.
constructs are immune to sleep.
They're not
wait a
immune to
minute.
being
Hold on.
paralyzed.
I need to make a con save really quick.
Sleep, stun, paralysis.
No, this constructs are not immune to being stunned or paralysis. They're immune to being poisoned and exhaustion.
Van Richten continues to be the subject of a sanctuary spell.
Okay, so what is that? Remind me that one.
You ward a
It's a
creature
mana.
within range of attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, choose a new target,
Oh.
or lose the attack. Wisdom 17.
That's way better than I thought it was.
It's gonna put that attack onto.
I kind of
Poochie-poo.
hope they make Van Richten conk out. It makes it much easier.
Right?
It really does. This fucking guy. Dude, Fallon might knock him out.
Yeah, he makes the save 19. So
Oh, good. So he does
Sorry, dude, I tried.
Wolfham,
Mhm.
18 on Wolfham,
18 to hit or 18 damage?
18 to hit,
That hits, yes.
and 9 damage.
Okay.
And then 23 hits Van Richten for 7. Okay. And we're back to the top. Sasha, you're up.
He's
You
paralyzed.
are paralyzed.
I make paralyzed noises.
Cora.
Yikes.
Yeah, Wolfham
say
and
the
Van
least.
Richten are both paralyzed as well.
Yeah, yikes to say the least. So at least he can't really see what's going on. He's paralyzed facing away from us. So Cora, kind of feeling Surya and Wolfham disconnect in this capacity, has a shout of alarm. So Fallon and Shabaka have a reason to look around. Something's wrong.
Oh yeah, Fallon's gonna
Yeah,
fucking
I
hear.
can actually
Fallon hears
look that direction and
Cora
see.
shout.
And Van
Fallon hears Cora
Richten
shout. It's got her
stepped outside
attention.
onto the balcony for a moment during his scouting as well.
And
Yeah.
Wolfham was dogging his footsteps, and then suddenly, so she like peeks around the corner, sees them for the first time. Actually, I think she saw him briefly when Van Richten was in the room with them. And
She opened the door and then closed it
opened the door and went,
immediately.
"Nope." Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Let's get them away. 17 to hit,
Hits.
12 damage. Are these coming through now? Yes. Okay. Then 22 to hit, 10 damage. Is he still up?
Still up. Yep.
Okay, 24 to hit, 7 damage.
Yeah, could you do 8?
You know, I actually can, but I'm
If you
choosing
can,
not to.
you'll appreciate it.
I can, but I'm choosing not to.
It's okay. They won't survive to their next turn.
Basically, I mean, what I could do is I could go dunk, 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 and he hits into the wall and he could die on impact, but that's up to you. But she's
Like,
gonna
by
push
And
it back.
feed into the other guy.
You catch the other guy, catch him slipping. That's up to you.
Is it a
That's
10-foot ceiling? Can you blast them 10 feet straight up?
Yeah,
Then they
she
take 1d6
crouches
on the way
and
down.
goes, upwards, please. Actually, hold on.
Don't worry, they won't live to their
Wait,
next turn
Which
anyway.
one was the broken window?
The
It's
one
on the
over by
far side.
Sasha on the right hand side.
Oh, that would have been. She goes over
Out the
here.
window.
Dunk, dunk.
It would have been pretty funny, but
That would be, but no, she pushes him back. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, so 10-foot pushback would be into that square. Yeah.
So
She'll
they would
stop
have
there.
to technically end in Wolfham Square if that's the case, but Wolfham can share a space because they're
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, well, I'll call it there. Okay. Ramses.
Hmm. So that one's not quite dead, but it's gonna be.
Yep.
It's gonna be.
Yes, on its last legs, that's for sure.
What are we doing in
All
here
right.
again? We're looking for the rod part, right?
Yeah, we're being distracted by these guys.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Hits.
28 points of radiant damage.
This is the other one, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 28. It was also on its last legs now.
And whoever goes against that one has advantage, of course.
Cool. Shabaka.
So there's nothing I can see to get into that space. Are we?
That's right.
Are these stairs going up still?
Nope.
Oh, I just drew. So this space looks like there's some stairs there. Is there any doors on this wall?
On which wall?
Hang on, let me get a thing you can see. This area here.
It's not showing
I
up.
can't see it.
Oh, I have the.
I know what you're talking
pallets.
about. Yeah. Ugh.
Right. So the tracks Sasha found lead over to that
go to the mirror.
scribble on the south part of the wall there. Where there's
Why
a
don't
mirror.
you maybe kill a priest if you want to do something today? They're
Where are
both still
these?
alive.
I'm gonna dice them up.
You're not, because you don't get a turn until their turn.
Oh, he's thinking about it. He
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do anything about it.
You should thorn whip the one that Cora just blasted backward and yank it forward again. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I'll thorn whip this one.
Okay.
Can I pull it past the other one if it goes 10 feet?
You'd have to look that up.
I don't think it says I can't.
Do the damage first. Roll it up and then look it up
I'll
after.
do the
Because
attack.
it'll probably die.
Yeah.
Well, to hit.
That misses, and it's a natural one. There goes the 20s, I guess. Oh well.
Shit.
Disappointed.
Paralyzed, Fallon.
Okay. Again, Fallon's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Stab.
Stabby McStab stab.
Yep.
That hits. 27 to hit.
Yep.
She will not be getting sneak attack because they're within 5 feet of each other.
It won't matter.
They'll die. 11 damage.
Kills this one.
And then the other one is still alive, and she's moved 35 feet. Bonus action, dash. Hi, Sasha.
Hey.
And then second attack on the other priest.
What's your move?
35 feet, but I just
35,
dashed
yeah,
as
okay.
my bonus action.
Yep.
I ran
That
out of
also
movement,
hits.
which is why I dashed. Yeah, 19
Right,
to hit. And this one she will get sneak attack on because it is not within 5 feet of an ally anymore. That's 23 damage.
Also goes down. They're both down now. Now you've got movement left, and Van Richten standing just on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I
When
do
they
have my
were
cloak
up,
on.
Were there tattoos
but-
glowing? Just a question.
What's that?
When they got up, were there tattoos glowing?
Yes.
You said that
one
glowing
of
tattoos?
One of them. Let's see, who could have seen this? Sasha could
Sasha.
have. Yeah, they have a. They basically a tattoo kind of burned off their body, and they stood up suddenly.
So do they not have
Um,
tattoos now?
They have one less.
They
How
probably
many
still have a
tattoos are
lot.
left?
A few.
Oh, God.
We might have to stab them a lot, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Start dicing them up.
That is Fallon's specialty.
We should try to move
Fallon is going to move to here. And is there any obvious sign of a door?
You are looking for a door at the end of some footprints. You find it behind the mirror. It's not particularly hard to.
Okay. She moves the
Deduce.
mirror and goes in there?
Okay.
Or is it like a trick? Like, it's not just like she can like take the mirror off the wall. Like, is it?
It's hinged, so it opens like a.
Oh, it just opens like a door. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm like 2 seconds away from fucking punching it, but I figured I'd just open it first. Okay, and Fallon goes in here, so that's fine.
It opens on the
There
other
are
side.
stairs going up.
20. Yep.
Wolfhump runs back, runs to
Runs to mommy.
25.
runs to other mommy.
Oh yeah.
It
Uh,
stayed with Van Richten for 2 seconds and I almost died.
He's not safe.
Um,
Okay, so
I hate-
Fallon retreats into the wall.
I hate to
Yeah,
do
goes
this,
upstairs.
but I do think we might need to carve some flesh.
Ugh.
Sasha, you're no longer paralyzed, nor is anybody else. Van
Could I-
Richten says, perhaps we should just We should deface the tattoos.
Yes.
Heard something like that might work.
Oh,
I'll,
Fallon
I'll
wants to
start
come and
doing that.
help, but
I'll
she
deface all the
doesn't want to be
tattoos. I'll
seen.
cut them up. I'll put a slice across the tattoos.
Okay. So yeah, it's tough, but does seem to work. This round passes as it did last time. The next round comes, and they don't stand up.
By that point, can I open this door?
May be able to. Let me see.
I want to try and catch up to her.
Right. Okay. Without separating too far, how do people want to resolve Van Richten down here? Some people are definitely on the let's run for it train. Sasha, why don't we resolve this room here before we deal with anything else?
Okay, let's just
Just wanna
carefully
sneak
check out
by.
this mirror.
Okay, yeah, the mirror is hinged as and there's a gap in the wall behind it.
All right. Let's go check it out.
You're just gonna head in? Okay. But then why don't we move everyone up to
I squeezed in ahead of him.
What was this last room?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the
After-
last room? Is that
after
also a
seeing the-
bathroom or something?
The large shaggy fellow just kind of barge in ahead.
Yeah.
Sneakily, of course. He moves like a mouse, but much larger.
You'll have to ask Van Richten if you ever see him again. I don't think anyone's sticking around.
God damn it.
I'm pretty
For that
sneaky.
last
We're moving like a SWAT
maybe
team.
not.
Damn,
Funny
I don't
enough,
know.
I've only ever seen a SWAT team in action once, and that was at a bar fight in Toronto.
Wow.
Oh,
Over a
okay.
hockey game.
I think that's one
that
more than
sounds
most.
about right.
Yeah.
I know. I like how you said only once. I'm like, yeah, mine is none.
Yeah.
Right. But it's in your hometown.
Yeah, that sounds right. For hockey, that sounds
Yeah.
That's
Full
why
on
we
mix.
riot here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when the Vancouver won the Stanley Cup and y'all fucking lost your minds over there.
No,
Well, we lost it in game
we
7.
lost in game
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
Oh, you lost? Whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
We lost game 7. First time that we
assumed
got
they
that
won games to
close in a
begin
long
with.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, we just lost game 7. The Maple Leafs just lost game 7. We didn't
Yep.
riot. But we're also
This is
Maple
game
Leaf
7
fans
of the finals. Yeah.
Maple Leaf fans are
Justify
used
it,
to
but-
also are used to disappointment.
So are Canucks fans.
Brief distraction here. I was hanging out outside the arena with all the people watching it live, and when somebody near me flipped the car, it's like I took a picture, and then I'm like, I think I'd better get out of here, or I'm going to be on the news. And then I was me and a friend of mine decided to meet up at a bar, like it's about maybe a mile away, and his girlfriend was watching like the news over our shoulders on the TVs in the bar, and like watching the riot get closer, and she's like, I think we should all go home. And so they left, and I went to the bathroom, and I was going to head out as well. And when I got out on the street, I remember thinking how quiet it was. And like I expected there to be more, but I couldn't see anything through this fog. And then it was like, oh my eyes! Oh, this isn't fog, it's tear gas.
It's tear gas.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll get your
like,
attention.
ran across the street, and by the time I was a couple blocks away, I was okay. But it was like, yeah.
That
That's
sucks.
rough.
And I was a long way from anything that was like really, really bad. It was just wafting in my direction.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's my hockey riot story.
And we did it twice.
What's that?
And we did it twice too.
Lord
The other
There
one
was
was Guns N' Roses, wasn't it?
No. There was
Okay.
another hockey riot.
That
There's
sounds
one in
correct.
'92, and then there's the more recent one.
Mm,
Oh, 92 was not the one I was thinking about.
No, I didn't think it was.
No.
92
Cool.
or
So you guys
95,
head up the
anyway.
stairs. At the top of the stairs, or go. What's the
We're pretty much leaving Van Richten. Is he just chill? Like, is he?
Yeah, he hasn't
Yeah.
said shit to us.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's gonna go like he's
Investigating.
checking
Okay.
out these two, and yep. You guys make
Nice.
a run for it, and he doesn't seem to want to stop you.
We
So,
said, see ya.
Cora
At
will
the
just
top of the
as
stairs,
they leave,
Mhm.
just so we don't feel like we're just. This man feels like he has to follow us. Go find the nursemaid. Our team of 7 will take it from here up top.
Okay.
She is emphasizing team of 7.
And up here, the area that you are in here is clearly like a connecting hallway between some rooms, but everything here is dusty and in ill repair. You have found your way into the house's attic. There's a window that looks a small roof. Like you can see below on the floor you just came from in the north corner, there's a little patio off the main bedroom. This little roof is that you can see up north of you is where there's a little bit of shelter there. Other than that, it's an open hall area.
So Sasha's like, "What do you see?"
Where's my
What
cursor?
did we know about the whereabouts of the rod? Is it
It's
in-
downstairs. We're trying to get
Downstairs.
into that little corner or that little alcove bit. It's popping up on each floor. So, gonna go search over here.
On the end of the room, go ahead and roll your investigation.
I'll actually use my wand for a second charge.
Okay. You're definitely getting a secret in that direction, but it's a little south of you.
Okay, I'll go through the door here.
I'll walk past Shabaka.
18. This chamber is packed with old furniture draped in white sheets.
Oh, it's all ghosts.
Maybe that's what
Ghosts of
Fallon should do
furniture
to hide
past.
herself from Van Richten. She just fucking throws a sheet over her head with eyes cut out.
It's Casper.
rocks?
No, furniture with
No, furniture with
sheets
sheets.
on it.
Looks
I
like
will
rocks.
check right there.
Yes, correct. You find it. Ta-da! There is a stairwell. A narrow, winding stairwell in that area.
You gotta hold your breath as you go in there, because otherwise you won't
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah, it's like a couple feet wide. You know, it's definitely, and it's steep. It is
I
a
can fit.
difficult stairwell to climb.
I was gonna say, I'll send Shabaka first.
Yeah,
He
I
could
can
always be a
fit.
spider.
He's a skinny motherfucker.
I can fit.
Well, he's a
anyway.
He's
bugbear.
got those long arms.
Oh, yeah.
Big bugbear.
Yeah, but he's also skinny as hell.
Yeah. No, but they can fit in
Lanky.
small things.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
squeeze into a place where a small creature could fit.
I need to.
And
get
it's
that.
absolutely no surprise to
Huh?
anyone that the floor below you contains the same thing, and the one below that contains the same thing. And yes,
surprised.
you
No.
find yourselves. It gets quieter after that part, colder and more damp as you descend.
Before she goes down, Fallon wants to check the rooms up here because she is also looking for these kids' parents.
Okay.
We also don't want surprises behind us.
That too.
Okay, so we'll deal with the top floor first then before we move on. You want to open that room there?
Yeah, she's just gonna go check the different rooms.
This room contains a narrow bed, a nightstand, and a writing desk and a rocking chair.
And the chair's moving by itself.
Spooky, spooky.
You hear Marianne Faithful singing along with Metallica.
Okay, nobody in there. She's gonna go check the other ones.
Okay. 2019. This bedroom contains 2 small wood-framed beds, a toy chest, and a dollhouse, a perfect miniature replica of this dreary mansion.
Oh, really?
What a fun dollhouse. It's very
Okay. Does it
dreary.
continue like this,
But
this stairway and
before-
everything?
Hold on.
A random square.
Yes, that was a mistake.
So is that
Okay.
dollhouse? Is that a way that you could, without a wand of secrets, is that a way you could find the staircase?
If you look at it
That's
for the
cute.
staircase, yes, the staircase is represented in the dollhouse.
That's cute. That's fun.
So what's at the bottom? Does it show it?
Yeah, so
we can
it goes
encounter?
down to the base of the house, and you can see that it continues below, but there's no
No basement in the
sub-basement
dollhouse.
in the dollhouse. However, Fallon, when you're looking at it, I want you to make a dexterity save.
Oh,
As
no.
the chandelier above you falls suddenly,
Oh, I'm
and
very
it's
good at
headed
those.
right for you.
22.
Yeah, okay. So you dodge to the side at the last minute, and this thing
Goes
comes
back
crashing down, landing right beside the dollhouse.
She looks disgruntled.
Okay, so yeah, close that door, please.
I can fall
Was
in
that
furniture.
kids'
Yeah.
bedrooms?
Yeah.
Imagine if that chandelier was gonna fall on those kids at any point.
I know. I'm like, hello?
Pancake the kids.
We need to fix the wiring in this house, okay?
The last
They
room
should
contains a
move.
narrow bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Look at the
Okay,
stove.
cool. Nobody in any
Is
of
it
them.
hot?
Then Fallon
Is
doesn't
it
give
hot?
a fuck.
Yep.
Woo!
So, let's see.
Chewbacca comes back up and
Passive
pops his
survival.
head up there. Are you guys
She
coming or
doesn't
what?
care. If there's nobody in any of the rooms, Fallon doesn't care. She's not going to look closer.
Is the soap hot?
It is not.
He looks inside of it.
There's coal in there. It burns, but it hasn't been lit today.
Right? You can't sift around. There's nothing in the ashes beyond like regular stuff that you usually put in a fire.
Yep.
All right, out he goes. Done. That was it. Let's go downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all head down the secret stairway.
Do-do-do-do.
Sort of far.
You betcha.
Okay, everyone, look up and to the right.
Sorry,
Yep.
up.
And to the right.
To the right.
Oh yeah. There
Wooden
you go.
spiral staircase from the attic ends here. A narrow tunnel stretches out before you before branching north and south.
No Fallon like shrieks yet.
What?
No shrieking. Nope.
Well, Chewbacca technically is in front of Fallon. He just
I
doesn't have
lost
his in there.
Chewbacca in the
I
black
do.
area.
In the-
He's in the shadows.
In the
Can you? Yeah, thanks.
There he is.
No problem.
Yeah, Fallon would probably be behind Chewbacca.
Just you don't need to
She's
move your
got
guys. Just
good
tell me which
AC.
way you guys are going, and
Please don't lose him in the shadows again.
I'll bring them all up. But
Dang it! There goes another one.
then just narrate.
right. You lead the way, Chewbacca.
South.
Look up.
We'll listen for the unfortunate screams.
Tried to grab me and I disappeared.
You're in there now.
Yep. You're all piled on top of each other in a narrow hall. South, is it?
North.
South. North.
Okay, well,
Sure,
actually,
Let's
as you
see.
get
What?
to into the hallway there, we'll see.
I like how Ramses goes, okay, let's go south. And Chewbacca goes, north.
Yep. That Ramsey just shakes his head. It's always the way.
And
Alright.
you guys have light sources covered, as I recall.
Yeah.
Everyone here, pretty much everyone sees in the
Yeah.
dark.
Fallon still does not have her sword out as much as she wants to. She knows it's a bad idea.
So let's just talk it out rather than moving the figures. Which way you guys? You've got
Yeah,
a lot
this
of
is
options.
okay, I think
to go
Chewbacca is
from here.
going north.
Is this place a maze?
Should go north and west. How about that?
Is this a maze?
It's a big underground maze-like thing.
It's a,
Moisture
okay,
dripping
thanks.
off the walls.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Boo.
Boo. Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Rude.
Honest
Just get on
review.
it.
Oh, look,
Boo.
stairs. There you go, Chewbacca. Stairs, I think.
We don't want to go back up, do we?
It's
No,
not.
they going
I
up
It's
don't
or
not
think
a
it's
down?
gonna
whole
bring us
floor.
back
It's just a
up.
little up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the most interesting thing.
Okay, so we'll just let Chewbacca walk, and then we're all
Yeah,
there.
Chewbacca can go where the fuck he wants. We'll follow.
Yeah,
I
we're
guess.
just kind of shuffling along behind him.
Ooh, is that a chandelier to fall, or is it a table?
No, it's a table. There's a
Better let me go first if the chandelier's gonna fall.
a
That's
wooden
really good
table
deck
and 4
save.
chairs stand at the east end of this north end of this room. 4 alcoves containing straw pallets open off
Any-
the west half of the room.
Any noises?
No, it sounds pretty quiet.
Okay.
Shall we search?
Yeah. But there are definitely these little things that are off the room, the alcoves containing straw pallets. These do appear to be sleeping areas in these little alcoves.
Okay.
What's in here?
Let's approximate how many sleeping areas so we can figure out how many creepers are going to be in this basement.
There are 4 little alcoves here.
Here,
What's in this
great.
just standing in front of?
The what's that? Your
There, that. All right.
Oh, stairs.
All right, so
Okay.
let's
There's
check out the
down.
alcoves. I'm going to check out the alcoves carefully to make sure we're not leaving
Yeah, so
any.
they look like they've been slept on. But there's no sign of any belongings or anything like that, or any creatures.
This one looks like a little bear's been sleeping in it.
Small, medium, large, and extra large today.
Yes. What's that
Oh,
one? Oh,
what's this? What do I see over there?
Over there. Goes down into another room.
Go check it out. Lead the way.
I lo- Looks
You
like
wanna
it's
go
going to
this
be more
way?
of an open area.
Yeah, more temple-y.
Ooh, look at this.
More temple-y. It is rather temple-y, isn't it?
It's a lot of
That
fucking
is
a
pillars.
well.
man.
What is
Area.
that?
This area centers on a 4-foot diameter, 30-foot deep cistern with a 3-foot high stone lip. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and a pulley mechanism bolted to the cross beams above the well. 5 small rooms with no doors branch off the well room. And one moment.
Alan looks down the well.
I want to look up the north thing.
Well.
Okay. One moment here. Allow me to.
You guys are doing all this investigation, and Cora's just sitting going, "Yeah, Wolfham, you'll get some HP."
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you're traveling with them, and that they're like the figures are moving by example.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying that every minute that we're exploring, Cora can cast Mending on Wolfham, which would increase their HP. I don't know how many
Gotcha.
minutes it's been, so I'm only rolling at once.
Okay.
Oh, it's placing creatures.
I need to pop my spine.
You got some time.
It's like one of those feelings. Yeah. Got some time to pop my spine.
Do it into
Okay,
the,
so yes,
mic.
you guys come into the room, and as you do, from outside these little alcoves in this room, 4 creatures appear.
What kind of creatures?
I'm
Oh.
gonna cannibalize those fuckers so much. I'm gonna steal their innards.
How do you feel about it? I
Whoa,
mean,
what a way to
Whoa.
put it.
They look like constructs. If we
They
kill them, I'm
do.
stealing their stuff.
No, you're so valid. Just wild way to
I'm
put
gonna
it.
steal their
Exactly.
innards.
I'm gonna take your guts.
I'm gonna
Just-
take your
I'm gonna
gut.
cannibalize these guys. Okay.
Ixiom and Dosium gets happier inside the ring that Cora's wearing.
He licks
One
his
step
lips.
closer.
Mm.
They
Mm.
are. Might as
One
well.
step closer.
Oh, come on. Why wouldn't you?
Hell yeah.
Still. Okay. They are constructs, indeed.
I'm gonna steal their stuff.
Okay, and
take
now
what
it is
makes them
time for
them and make it mine.
initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is just a whole new sphere of Cora stealing things.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Except this time it's not pretty dresses. It's I'm a mechanic now, guys.
Gears and
Why can't it be
Things.
both?
Right?
She can be a femme mechanic, just like Alice can be a pastel necromancer.
Sasha, you want to roll initiative?
Maybe
She's a mechanista.
23.
Oh, I
as
should
well.
roll initiative too. Yeah, I know. I realized that.
Diva mech.
Wow, Sasha, your initiative has been hot lately.
Yeah.
Mine has been-
Alan actually rolled well.
So we see
I
these
did.
things
Never roll
clank. We hear these
the
things
initiative.
clanking about. Take a poke in there, and we go, "Oh crap! There's a thingy in here."
Mm-hmm.
I need to
They
deal with it.
sleep? That's wild.
1, 2. So Sasha is just going to kind of get into here
Okay,
and go to town.
let's see.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We will.
That one was
I think a 26 probably hits.
jumping ahead of me.
Yeah, look, although these guys are really tough, this thing, you catch it, you feel lucky to catch it though. AC 20 is what you're looking for on
Oh,
these guys.
bazooka.
And it's still lower than Fallon's.
So 24
Yeah.
damage right off the bat. And for giggles, we will throw in a smite. Oh, a shit roll. Three more points.
Total on that?
27.
27. Noted.
And that's his first attack. Second attack. Oh, wrong character. You don't want him attacking, that's for sure. Don't think a 12's gonna do it.
Nope.
Okay,
Not
that's his
even close.
turn. And he will bounce back because he can do these kinds of things. Out of the way. I got one, he's in there.
This one here takes a step towards Shabaka. He's gonna make his
Of course he
go.
knows.
And he is going to swing. He has an arcane sword glowing with eldritch energy. And he's going
I use my extra 5-foot reach to hold him off. Nope. I put it on his head.
Swings back and forth while your hand is on his
Yeah,
forehead.
exactly.
Yeah. But no, 14 is probably not going to hit you anyway, right?
No.
And how about 11? No. So he rolls very poorly with this wonderful sword, and Fallon is up.
Awesome. Fallon is gonna see the one that attacked Shabaka. Which didn't go 5. No, hold on. 9, 10. You're gonna go 5. This feels like. Yeah, she can stab it from here, right?
Did this one move up, you said?
Yes, you can.
Like, poke
You know
around the
what? I
corner,
don't
stab
know.
them.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. That's 27 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 9 plus 6.
Not undead.
15. Yeah, no, I know. I was trying to math out Colossus Slayer because he hasn't taken any damage, but my brain shut down. 21 minus 6.
15. Yep, you had it.
Thank you. 15. Okay. My brain was not functioning. 15 damage. I'm gonna stab him again with my second attack. That does not hit. It's a 17 to hit, and so I miss. Oh, and bonus action, I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
So I get 10 temporary hit points from that. And I guess I can bite him. Sure. 19, that misses.
That does.
I don't bite him.
Okay. Snap at him and growl a bit.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
cool.
very
I still get the
fierce.
10 temporary hit points, which is pretty fucking sweet.
Shabaka.
Does this if I move away, he's got an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man,
Oh, I guess I should have taken that for you.
I'm just gonna move here.
Anywhere but there. Anywhere but there.
Here.
There. Yeah.
Just like you just hear
Yeah.
Randy's anywhere but there. Takes a 5-foot step to the right and goes there. You're like, yeah,
Can
that's
I
good.
see
yeah,
this?
yeah, that's good.
Can I see number D from there?
Number T.
Yes. For as long as you're doing like a. Yes, you can.
I wanna pull him.
You'll have cover if you're doing a ranged attack. If you're doing a straight up cast, though, it'll work fine. But before you get there, you get the opportunity attack.
Yeah.
So he swings his arcane sword at you. This time he crits.
Oh, I can see him.
Ow.
If it's a
means-
reaction, you can't do it, Ramses.
Oh, because I haven't had a turn yet?
Yep.
Oh, well, never mind.
Sorry, Shabaka.
No, I
Sorry,
think
Shabaka.
we were all aware at the beginning of the
That's a bummer.
thing, weren't we?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. You have to have
They-
your turn in combat before you can react.
Yeah.
It's not about being
They attacked
surprised.
you guys, right? So it wasn't a surprise or anything like that. But 7, 12, 8, 20. So 29 points.
Holy
Let's see, 15 of it is slashing, and 14 of it is force damage from their arcane sword.
Well, I guess I'm gonna change.
That was a crit.
What I'm gonna do.
Youch.
The 20s are back on the table, everybody.
No.
No kidding.
It's okay. I used up my
Hit 'em.
3 on initiative.
Is anybody else injured here?
Nope.
No.
Sasha?
It's very minor.
Oh, me
Okay.
too. 6 points.
Okay, that won't use it.
3 points.
Alan's got
I guess
15
I'll
points
just-
higher than her.
I guess
If only you had a near infinite supply of temporary hit points.
Right?
Did I have some on when that attack hit?
No, I'm talking
You
about
No. He's
an
talking
animal.
about wild shape.
If you
Oh.
haven't taken any damage, you
Clean.
should have 5 aid points.
I think I already have lost that, so
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
You can heal it back though. That's the way aid works. It's pretty great.
That is pretty great.
I thought he was making a Celine joke, not a wild shape joke.
Nah,
No, that would be
Ruined
good
joke.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, Celine does do that.
I guess I will
What's your
Thorn.
action?
warn with that guy. That's a 19 give me enough?
Nope.
Nope.
Need 20s.
Tough win.
Bonus action.
These guys are tough.
That armor class, it's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Also, critting sucks.
Critting sucks.
How many good berries can I throw back in one bonus action?
None.
Just one?
None.
None.
Zero.
It's an action to take them.
I thought we were going with bonus actions for potions and stuff like that.
Potions are bonus actions in 2024. I don't know about good berries.
Seems
In
easier to
2024
eat it.
version, I believe it is.
Then yeah, but I don't how many in one ingestion.
Normally one then.
Probably
It was
one
one
or
in
one.
action previously.
Yeah, it was 1.
No. One, I guess.
Let's see.
Bless you!
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Cora.
Alrighty, so lots of things are happening all at once. First thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna scoot forward, and Ramses, I'm just gonna scoot by you.
Just scoots around him.
Here.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Excuse me,
hey, I was
sorry,
gonna
pardon
do
me.
something in a
Excuse me,
minute.
sorry. Pardon me.
Yeah, pardon me.
Pardon me.
Excuse me, sorry.
And
yeah,
I am, given that these have a high AC, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless.
Oh yeah.
The people who actually will benefit from it the most will actually be Cora, Sasha, and Fallon. But because I'm going to assume Ramsey's about to cast Spirit Guardians, which is why he wanted to be right there in the middle.
Yeah.
It's almost like somebody was calculating the radius optimally.
Oh no, yeah.
No.
And I don't
do
think
that.
Chewbacca is shape changing. Otherwise, he'd use his bonus action to do that. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna bless myself, Fallon, and Sasha. That is my action. As my bonus action, I'm gonna have Wolf Hum attack Tempt Horror.
Hey.
Do. It says +9. Okay, there you go. 26 to
Bust.
hit. This is 9 force damage.
Wow.
Hell yeah, little guy.
Go, little buddy, go! Go, little buddy, go! I'm gonna move Surya
Get his
as well.
ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Surya right here. Optimal.
And Helmed Horror B. This one that you haven't really seen yet. Steps out 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Is there
bug
one
out.
of them that goes after me? I don't have it on the thing. Oh, there he is. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
there is.
Stretched over.
I think Sasha's about to not enjoy this.
He's gonna swing at ya. 12
And
missing.
Indeed.
19. Is that it?
Double checking. Yep.
5. 5 slashing and 10 force damage.
He's gonna uncanny that. So 7. Damage.
As his arcane blade arcs down upon you, flashing with energy.
Arcane on and an arc. There's a certain poetic justice to that.
Whose turn is it now?
Other Helmed Horror?
Other Helmed
Yep,
Horror.
C. That's right. This one here comes up.
Surya's gonna impose disadvantage.
Okay.
Whoever it is he attacks, imposing
He's gonna
disadvantage.
go for Shabaka. This
Oh,
one's
he's not
for-
also gonna wail on Sasha.
Nope.
I was
comes up-
expecting that actually.
I was too.
The dong 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 dong. Ah!
See?
They are
Does he
at a
move up
19 and a 21.
Did he move up there?
Pardon?
Did he move up or did he just...
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
Oh, I'm moving him around on my screen. It's not where you're saying it was.
Oh, it is on this.
Yeah, it's on mine as
Weird.
well.
You may need to reload your page or something.
I just
He's right
moved
here.
him. I just moved him there, so
Oh,
it's now they're on my screen too. Apparently I can
Okay.
move all around all these things.
19 and 21 hit?
Is that a
Yeah.
disadvantage?
Oh, that was not at disadvantage. So I'm going to do disadvantage for each one of those. So they can both still
Please.
miss. 21,
Please.
no, so that's 19
No.
and 21.
Okay.
And this one's 21 and 11. There you go. So the first one is the only one that hits. Disadvantage saves the day on the second one. Okay, this one is 10 slashing damage and 1 force damage. For a total of 11.
When?
Ramses is up.
He did take his
Okay.
spot.
Took your spot, but although they also moved northward, so
you
Yeah.
don't need that spot anymore.
Well, I do hit D, who hasn't come out yet, but I don't. Well, I do. I don't. Let me think about that.
if you're
You could
Why
go
just
there.
stand there?
yeah. So
That would get all of them in 15 feet.
He's scared of
Boop,
being
boop.
smacked.
ooh, I'll go
That's
here
fair. Here.
okay.
because I can see all these guys now,
You can see them
Yeah.
all. Yeah, okay.
and then okay. Well, hopefully. Well, I wonder how tough these guys are. Have we heard these guys yet?
They've been
Yeah.
hit for
Yeah,
one of them has
Alan hit
taken
one.
27 points of damage. That's the highest on any individual one of them, and it's not yet bloodied.
Not yet bloodied. Okay. Well,
Not a good
bonus
sign.
action. No Van Richten around. Bonus action, Celestial Revelation. So I will transform into my Esmer self.
You bet your ass
And
more.
then I will 1 second, please. We will drop one of these Spirit Guardians on them. So DC 18 Wisdom save, please.
Okay. So the one complicating factor is that they have advantage on this roll. It's at +0 though, so they're probably still gonna still good odds on this. There's a natural 1 and a 6, so A fails. B 14 and 1 fails. C fails with a pair of 7s. D succeeds. One of them
Okay.
succeeds.
So let's dish out some damage. Oh. 33 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
Each. Except for the one. I guess
Takes
D.
half or
He takes half. So 16. No. Yeah. Yeah, 16 points.
sounds good. So, 2 of them are bloodied. Now, 2 of
Does
them are
one look
actually in pretty rough shape. C
does
and
one of
A.
them look worse?
They both look
Like
pretty bad.
is any of them just on the edge? Is that I guess what I'm looking for?
But C and A are the 2 that are really hurt.
Okay. Well, C will take another 5 points of arcane. As my target of choice.
Okay, now he's on death's door. Any more actions or movement?
No, I'd have opportunities of attack.
Okay. So D.
Oh, that's a wisdom save for that guy. I know he gets to do 2.
Yep. Eight and 20.
So he's still going to take back here. Not that one. Not that one. So, yeah, 27 points.
14. Okay. He is going to swipe at you after that.
Sorry, did he pass either of those?
Pardon?
Did he pass either of those?
He did pass, yep.
Okay.
He made his save. So he has fought off these spirits in the air and he's coming towards you, sword held high.
29
See what
points.
happens.
Yeah.
25.
It's probably going to hit.
And a 17.
It's not going to hit.
Okay, so the 25 is 14 points of damage.
Okay, I could take
6
that.
slashing, 8 force.
Not much.
Do you have to roll concentration?
Concentration is
The DC is going to be 10 on 14.
and what am I rolling?
Con
Proficiency? Oh, con
Con
save.
save.
Yeah, there you go. Con save. Con save. Con save. Come on. Made it.
Yeah, there you go. And we're back at the top for Sasha.
All right. So you said C. I can't really see the labels on these critters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C's almost
so
dead.
C is
That's
the one
me.
that's like it's adjacent to you. Not the one right beside you, but the one above it.
Okay, I'll do the stabby on that guy.
Okay.
Keep on clicking over on Hanan's character sheet for some reason. All Oh, look at that. 20 hits.
Does indeed.
And we
Right
are
on the
looking
number.
at 25 points of damage.
And that takes him out.
And his second shot is going to be on the other bad boy next to him. Another 20. And this one only does 10 points of damage.
Okay. He's bloodied.
All right. Sasha nods to Shabaka. All yours.
Then this one here comes down
After making a wisdom save.
after making wisdom save. Nine, 17. 17 fails,
That
right?
does not make it.
Okay. What's the damage?
26.
He steps out of this room, lunges towards Fallon, and is ripped apart by spirits in the air.
Oh shit. Okay.
Spirits in the sky.
Cool.
Fallon is up.
Yeah, okay. Fallon is gonna
Going
go
out up to the spirits in the sky.
5, 10, 15. And then she's gonna attack the bee.
Okay.
18
Yes.
does not hit. Oh, bless.
Yep.
Use
bless.
that.
Could be clutch.
Yep, that's a 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Yay!
Exactly what you need.
And then it is 8, 8, 6, 22 damage.
Ooh, he's on last legs now.
Second attack,
Sweet.
23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it's a 24. And then dice. Oof, those are bad. Whatever, doesn't matter. Neither of those apply anyway. 11 damage.
Cleaved in two.
Left and 20.
Clatters to the floor.
Cool. Sorry, I'm gonna move just because is there? No, there is no wall there. Okay. Can I bite that one? That's left.
Only because I'm in a good mood.
Okay, I'll take it.
Bites.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
miss anyway.
You would be able to on a normal diagonal, but those corners.
I know. That's why I keep asking. Those. I miss
Generously
anyway.
interpreting those corners today.
It doesn't matter. I miss.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Shabaka's up. Only D is left. No.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny when there's only one left, he loses his letter. So.
Yeah, I know. I got really confused.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter which one he is when he's only
Oh
one.
wait, actually, can I do one more thing?
Yep.
I'm gonna move back because I think he gets an attack of opportunity on me. Correct?
Yep.
You don't need to do that. Hold on.
It's her turn. If you want to
Yeah.
move back, go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. He's going to. 16 is going to miss anyway.
That's why I wanted the attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. I
Appreciate
think I
that.
hit him.
Highest AC.
Thorn whip.
That's a definite hit.
Yeah, and I just have to hit, and then he is pulled, so he gets yanked over towards.
He's
me.
not going to get pulled through Ramses, though.
It says
Just
Boom.
smash right into
pull it
Ramses.
10 feet closer to you.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
say
there's an
anything about
obstacle
anybody.
in the way.
But I mean, like, if there's a
Common sense, there's
wall,
an
he's gonna hit the
obstacle.
wall.
But
Donk.
Ramses can let him by, like he can let any of us by. Right?
Sidestep him. I don't take up a whole 5-foot square.
Yeah.
It's not Ramses' turn, unfortunately. So, like, it's just an occupied square, and you don't get to move through enemy
Yeah, you can move
squares
through
that way.
friendly
And
squares,
it's
but not
involuntary movement.
Involuntary movement through. It's worth a Google. I'm gonna say no first, but like, look it up, and let's find out.
Okay, well, I'll do the damage first. And then
Yeah, sounds good.
he takes 7.
Okay. Google it. See if it's errated or if Jeremy Crawford said something about it or whatever.
Okay,
He
and
tweets a lot of
continuing.
rules clarifications.
Um,
Involuntary movement through enemy squares or occupied squares is probably where you'd find it. Anything else on your turn?
You can
No.
typically not thorn whip a creature through another player's space.
okay.
Cora.
Alrighty. It's
So that
gonna
guy's
get.
back where he was.
Hey, has he moved for you guys? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, he has on mine.
I had clicked on him. If you've clicked on them, they don't move. That's
Oh.
how they can get out of sync. Like I on mine, I'd clicked on him and his like status bar was up, and he didn't move when he was dragged.
Oh.
Okay. So Cora is just gonna kind of skirt around the big ass hole in the ground, and Eldritch Blast
Go
1,
well.
2, 3.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Crit.
4.
so that's 22 damage.
This is
22 damage.
unless you get really unlucky with your rolls, this is gonna be it.
Another crit.
What comes next? Oh wow. Okay.
24
Holy shit.
damage. And then the last one misses, but
It-
holy crap.
Damn.
22 and
He,
24.
And
Gets
his whole
pushed
career,
back
man.
into this square here and smashes against the wall.
Parts.
Immediate. Yes, parts. Parts,
Or
parts,
is
parts.
gonna scavenge.
Mm-hmm.
You best bet she's gonna be looking through all their crap. Gonna steal all of their
I found a
inside.
cog, and here's
Just
a
talking to
wheel.
Incy in your ring, like, what do you think about this fucking thing?
Like, what's the most important bits to make a new body or something like that? Like, what do we
I
think
found
is
a bushing.
needed?
So
Some ball bearing.
just
Yay.
just a question. Do we want to loot the room or do we want to just go see if there's anything in other rooms while I have a high
Yeah,
level
while we
spirit
have our
guardians up?
time. Yes.
I'm
I
casting,
guess. But what if we're forced
Yeah, we
to
can come back.
leave?
I'm casting
Onward.
mass.
We won't
Away,
be.
Spirit Guardian friend.
Before
I
you
think
guys-
we could.
Before you guys move away, I'm casting mass cure wounds. Anybody can
Oh,
get
excellent.
33.
I'm all good.
33?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I'm back up at full.
I'm close.
Full
I mean-
plus, temp 5.
All right. Plus temp 5. All right. I like temp 5.
Temp
Temp
5.
8 is fucking great.
Yeah, we can come back and loot. That's fine. I have no problem with that.
Oh, my shift will end. It only lasts a minute. So
Hmm.
Well, let's blaze through and
I'll just
see
do a
what we can
minute.
find. Spirit Guardians are your friends.
yeah. Yeah.
All right.
She wandered off screen again. Oh no!
Yeah.
No, I
Take a
didn't.
look.
The
Screen
screen
recapture
ate
there.
me.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
screen
so
ate you.
let's see. There are stairs in front of Fallon going
Oh.
down.
That's funny. I
And
zagged.
there- stairs there, and over here, Ramses can see this.
Oh, we're gonna link back up anyways.
And
Yeah, I'll
that
meet back up with your room.
is, hold on, let me read this. This room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Bones lie scattered on the floor.
Yeah, well, I don't want that to be my bones.
Fair enough. Fallon
no,
is
your
down
bones.
a little bit to the south.
Yeah, I figured I was about to meet back up with that room.
You guys.
Hey, Ramses.
Hey, stop!
I hate this place. It's a fucking maze.
Right?
Catacombs. I'm just
We'll
gonna
probably
quickly
join up
check down
again.
here.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's see if we meet up again.
Exactly.
But what if we don't?
Hold-
You
everyone
guys are
hold
taking
still for now.
unnecessary risks.
Everyone hold their figures still.
Ooh, I got a star.
Oh. Found a star!
gold star.
Yay!
It's not a gold star though. Feeling good about that.
Fallon, stay
It's a
still,
black
please.
star.
It's okay.
Sorry, I just want to get to the corner.
Yeah, yeah, but you weren't there, so we're gonna go back. D31. This room is full of moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. A wide alcove on the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a black cloak. You recognize him immediately.
I was gonna say, anybody we know?
Yeah. And let's see. Let me roll a die. Okay.
Such an
Oh, I
interesting
hate
word.
that. I hate every bit of that.
As you round the corner,
Dear.
pungent sticks of incense burn around the room's perimeter. Van Richten stares intently at a human skull clutched in his outstretched hand. And he says to the skull, "Now tell me, servant of evil, where do your fellow occultists hide?"
Man,
Oh, I
Skull
thought it was
tells
gonna
you
say Fort
lies,
Yorick.
its teeth chattering. "Occultists? How droll. A better question, where are your manners?"
man, I thought we left this guy upstairs.
Is the skull's name Yorick by any chance?
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew
I
him
hardly
well.
know.
You hardly knew him.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly knew ye.
Did he bounce you on his knee?
So now we can move?
So, what are you going to do about the Van Richten room? Is the question here? Like, let's deal with that, and then
How did
go
he get
back to
here
moving
ahead of us?
independently.
I'm actually gonna go
Well, we
Slimy
went the
little
other way.
bastard.
backwards and down the other hall.
Just listen.
So you're just gonna
Randy
okay?
said- Nah.
We'll just listen
No,
if
I'll
the
let
thing answers.
somebody else can check it out. But with Spirit Guardians going, he's not immune.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is
I'll
true.
go in there.
Okay.
What do I see?
I will listen carefully before I intrude on their conversation.
Yep. Yeah. So you see, he's wagging his finger at the skull and saying, "You to answer my questions, or I'm gonna put you back in the box." And the skull says,
What?
"No, not the box."
Is his skull's name Edwina then?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the occultists are. And then he says, "Let me just read a bit. 1 second." The skull cackles, says, "You will never find your way down to our lair. We will impress glorious Lord Strahd von Zervich with your death." And then a bunch of glowing lights appear from the skeletons on the wall.
Oh man, we
And
have to
it's
save this fucking guy again. Christ.
And we have
Darn.
I went down this other passage. Do I see anything that way?
you were starting to, but we didn't do that passage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there a place in this room that positions Van Richten? All right, you'll tell us right now. Actually, I'm just thinking as far away from these things as possible, so that the introduction of spirit guardians won't affect him as badly as it affects
Right.
them.
It's unfortunate that I have to be able to see Van Richten. I can't just tell them, if you see Van Richten, don't kill him.
He's chill.
He's chill.
Oh bugger! It's a flame skull.
Oh
Yes,
dear,
indeed.
that looks like a lot of
Actually,
fun.
this should be in his square. This is the skull
God.
he's talking to.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
man,
just
the
might need
Legacy
you to
Flame skull
fucking
picture is
save him
so much
again.
better than the modern one.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah,
Seriously.
tell me about it.
And he says, "You will die here in our fire." And yeah, these guys aren't necessarily super tough.
yeah.
You guys have fought some of these. Let's see
Yep.
how we do this. Roll your initiatives, everybody.
Fine.
Come
be
on,
that
everybody.
way.
Is this within
hold
a
on.
minute of us having left the
19.
last room?
Yes, it is.
20.
I'm gonna. Oh, sweet! I'm still shifted then. I was gonna say
Okay,
I didn't go very far.
Sorry, you guys might have to edit your initiatives. 1 second. Anyone who's rolled might have to add their initiative.
I'll
manually.
re-roll.
I won't.
I rolled a 19, but
15 for Fallon.
Why's the beer always gone?
Everyone got it?
Yep.
Okay. Let me double check these ones. Cora, yes. Ramses, yes. Sasha, yes. Chewbacca, yes. Okay, good. It all didn't screw anything up. That's good. Ramses is up.
Oof. Oof.
what do you do,
Would
my
I made
friend?
Would I have made it as far as I did?
Where were you?
Well,
Where
originally I was
Sasha
the
was?
one where
Yeah.
Sasha was. I didn't know this was going to happen, so
Right, yeah. Yes is the answer, unfortunately.
that's okay. I will. Oh gosh. I will. I will see if 5, 10, 15, hoping maybe 20, 25, 30.
Hold on.
You're triggering another room.
Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully, well,
I'll tell
it's
you in a
actually
minute.
not a bad thing potentially.
A chandelier hangs above the table in the middle
Mm.
of this room. Two
I did not
high-backed
go into the
chairs
chandelier.
flank the table, which has an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop it. Does not appear to be any creatures in this room.
You just mentioned
Okay.
beer.
Flagons.
No, Brian mentioned beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right?
Why is the beer gone?
Is there beer in the clay pitcher? It doesn't help me. Ramsey's not drinking that.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to, I guess, hit the will-o-wisp with a Spirit Guardians
Okay.
using Spell Sniper, getting around all those nooks and crannies.
Okay, so Will-o-the-Wisp.
Wisdom 18.
Don't see any immunities or anything like that. He fails that.
Sailed that.
Yep.
27.
Okay. Hold on.
Damn.
What type of damage?
Radiant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it dies.
Okay.
Next. Sasha, you're up.
Okay. Well, let's see how this works for me. Will-o-the-wisp. A?
Yep.
You're gonna do the old attack and we'll see what happens. I don't think an 11's gonna hit.
And the will-o'-the-wisp. Nope.
Mm.
19's looking for.
Okay, and a 15 is definitely not going to hit.
Nope.
Bless.
Sasha, bless.
You could try. You might get a 4.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. All right, we'll see. You never know. Roll. A 4.
You do. Wow, how about that?
Pull that one out of his butt. All right. Here we go.
Hashtag blessed.
21 points of damage.
Nice, okay. So what damage type is that?
It is. All right. Reading. It is. It's a magic sword. And it does piercing.
Okay, it is resistant to that.
Ooh. All right, so he's going to put in a smite then, just because. Why not?
That was 20, was it?
Yes.
Okay. So 10.
21. But yeah.
21.
So he's gonna put a divine smite into this. So 2d8, and he's gonna do it at second level. So the first 2 dice total 7, and then his third die is another 5. So another 12 points of damage radiant.
12 points, that all gets through. Not in great shape. His light is flickering, but he's still alive.
Begone, foul
Or
creature!
more
Begone!
accurately, it. Okay. This little chattering skull takes a step back from Van Richten.
Feet.
I think he's in my range.
I'd probably see that. Let's see.
Yeah. Let me just.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, position that.
Something like that. It's 15.
Gonna move back
15
here
foot.
to the statue. And then
I don't think you're centered.
yeah, this is probably his only round to attack, so he is going to fireball Van Richten and Sasha. It's 28 points. Dex save. With a DC of only 13.
Well, he's got a plus 11. Look at that. 13.
How about that? Van
It's like he
Richten.
planned it.
He barely fucking made it.
Damn.
Van Richten blows it. Okay, so he loses 28 points.
So is this a directed attack against Van Richten?
No, this was a.
Fireball.
Actually, I don't even know if he. Yeah.
Area of effect.
Yeah, okay. So what's the half damage on that one?
It's 14.
14.
Actually, he can't even see Cora, but the only way he could get those two is by casting it down the hall. So Cora's gonna get caught in that as well. Cora, you need a
And
dex.
he's gonna uncanny that as well. So there.
I'm having a lack of brain cell moment. I'm getting fireballed?
Yes, you are getting fireball. DC 13 save.
Can he even
versus
see me?
28 damage. No, he can't. He doesn't even know you're there, but he cast the spell down the hall so that he could get Van Richten and Sasha in the blast without getting the will-o'-the-wisps or himself.
You're
Mm,
unfortunate collateral.
I am unfortunate collateral. Do I get partial cover from what square is it coming from? This one?
No, it'd be the one basically right in front of you.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You just squawk as suddenly there's a fucking
19.
flame ball in
Success, so you
front of
only
you.
take 14.
I'm going to assume Surya as well.
So 28 points.
Okay.
Well, Van Richten doesn't like that very much, and this is an undead, so he's going for this skull. And he misses to Fallon's non-surprise. But he hits once. And does
It's true. I'm not surprised.
19 points of damage. 6 from the stab and 13 from channeling his hatred of undead.
I found does so well on so many attacks. She fucking hates most things.
Mm-hmm. Now, Fallon, it is your turn to show him how it's done.
Hell yeah. 5. I didn't realize I had the roller. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Dash. Bonus action dash.
Okay.
15. And I'm gonna stab it, the skull.
Flame skull.
I'm really
Okay.
upset because I can't use my fucking sword properly, or else
Van
Van
Richten
will
will
see
know.
it. So I'm gonna stab him with my dagger. Oh, wolf boy, 14 to hit.
On the skull?
Yeah.
Yes, 13 is all you need for him. 19's
Oh,
on
I
the
just
Will of the Wisp.
well, it would have been 18 because I should have rolled bless right before you said yes.
But the skull hits anyway.
Yeah, 11 plus 3. Yeah, I would get sneak attack. I've got an ally within 5 feet of me. 22 damage.
That does it. The skull chatters. It's like, ha, you'll never, and then
Get the
smashes.
fucking. It is piercing. Is that a problem,
Good question.
or is that just the will-o-wisps?
Those the Will of the Wisps that had that. Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
not immune or resistant to that.
Yeah.
So
fucking
you've got
die,
a flaming skull impaled through the eye on the end of your dagger.
well, I flick it off to the floor so I can stab the will-o-wisp with my second attack. So it's going to be
As
considerably
you
less effective because it is piercing. Jesus Christ! It's another 2. 14. That misses.
Yep.
You said it was
That's it.
19, right?
Yep. That's right. So you can't even
Yeah,
get it
even
with
with
the
plus, I
bless.
can't hit that. Whew.
This one, angry at Sasha.
You get to bonus action bite Fallon or no?
No, I had to dash.
Oh, okay.
No, trust me, I would have if I could, but had to dash.
This Will of the Wisp in front of you, Sasha, zaps you with some kind of energy, forcing you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Actually, no. Hold on. Straight up, it shocks you. It's not that.
Shocking.
But it misses. Little bolt of electricity zaps off of it, but it.
I'm gonna kill you.
And Will of the Wisp B by Fallon is going to do the same thing. $17's going to miss.
Yeah.
Wolfham is up. Actually, we'll just do them with you. Shabaka is up.
No. Yeah.
Shabaka. Shabaka, you might be muted or nope. Well, you can drop in if he.
Maybe Shabaka's
Cora.
on the toilet.
Alrighty. Well, I got fireballed, and I'm a little displeased about that one. I'm not gonna lie. Sending in the shock troopers.
The heavy.
Sending in the shock troopers. She's gonna poke her head around and
Will-O-Wisp A is gonna get 3 Eldritch Blasts, potentially, depending if it doesn't die. Who knows? 21 to hit. 6 damage.
It dies.
23 to hit. Oh, okay, then the next one.
Let me
B.
just check damage types here. Yep. It dies.
11.
Oh, did we skip it?
11 damage.
Dies.
Yeah, we called you a couple times, but
Oh, I
you can drop in after Cora.
23 to hit. 8 damage. Yay.
Okay. This is on B.
All right. Yes, it is. Well,
'Kay.
yeah. There might just be one left. I can't tell if there's any A's and B's left at this point. There's two
Yeah,
tokens for me though.
I only have 1 in initiative, but it's still 2 on the map. There's 1 left.
Okay. And then I am gonna give Sure, Wolf Hum. Get him, bud. Wolf Hum. Another one, Wolf Hum. Good boy.
Oh, honey.
He's very cute as he tries.
Sweet boy.
He trips, falls
Yeah,
off Fallon's shoulder.
Yeah. It'd make a great YouTube video.
Achoo. Ah.
That is
Shabaka, you're up.
course.
Okay.
What do I see?
Yeah.
Down this hall?
You see 1 remaining there?
Yeah, I'm over here.
Yeah, he didn't come.
Yeah, okay, you're not coming? Okay.
Not much point.
Well, we're in the middle of a combat, so why?
Yeah,
Just one
if you
thing
don't want to
left.
be in the combat, we'll just I'll do the navigation stuff after.
Okay.
I'll read you the room you're on, which is the stairs down and character standing. You do hear where you are. You hear chanting coming from below.
Sounds like it's time for more
I'm
spirit
not gonna-
guardians.
Nah, they've got it.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's like that. So I was just wondering if it could run below, so I'll... I can probably see that thing here now.
Yep.
We fought Will-O-Wisp before. Are they immune to poison? Yeah, whatever, I'll just shoot it. 25?
Yeah, 25 hits, 20s or 19s.
17 poison damage.
It is not immune to that. And it is now on death's door. Oh, sorry, did you say 17?
17, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's got it. It is dead.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's much rejoicing.
Yep.
Toxic mist.
Van Richten kind of looks around the room and he's just like, "Who are you?"
Alan just looks at him, growls under her breath, and goes, "This fucking." And then
Ghostbusters.
goes back down towards Ramses.
Okay. Where are you guys going next? Pick it as a team.
Stasha goes by him, salutes him really quick, and keeps on going.
Yeah, this
Quietly.
way.
Wow. So much
Oops.
more fucking respect than Fallon is ever willing to give this
Oh,
man.
and Shabaka will say, oh, and the cultists are up where I was. Or down. There's stairs going
Down
down.
the stairs.
Oh, we don't want him going down there. Well, maybe we do.
He's gonna
Drat.
fucking get down there anyways. Guy.
Okay.
Sorry, Ramses. I stole you.
That's okay.
This room contains a wood-framed bed with a feather mattress, a wardrobe containing several robes, a pair of iron candlesticks, and an open crate containing 30 torches and a leather sack with 15 candles inside it.
Ooh.
Why? Why do they need so much light? Torches
Yeah,
and
that's-
candles.
Yep.
So
Man, they
specific.
really just went with the exposition on that description, didn't they?
Hmm.
Like, even know what's in the sack.
Right?
They said,
Be
these
14 and a
fuckers are
half.
gonna open it. Might as well tell
Just
them.
keep your guardians going. We'll get down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I presume you guys are heading downstairs.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point, does the Guardians last 1 minute? Is that right?
10 minutes.
10.
10 minutes. Okay, it's still going.
Where did
Stairs
he
down.
go?
Van Richten?
Yes.
You guys left
'Cause
the room. Nobody watched.
Cora was after everyone else. Cora came from this hallway when
Right,
everyone
okay.
else went this way. So did he not come this way? Because she would have seen him.
Right. No, he didn't. He's probably not ahead of you.
She's gonna take a peek while she's gonna follow after, but she's gonna take a peek to see if he's still in this room.
He is actually still in that room.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He's got the flame skull, what's left of the flame skull in his hand, and he's just kind of examining it, kind of cursing under his breath.
Nerd.
Okay. And I'm going to assume though that he thought the flame skull would tell him where it was, which is weird.
Thought he-
So
So he was asking for something specific, but he may have wanted more.
right, he wanted to know where like the cultists were, kinda.
Where
That
they
was
hung
definitely
out.
part of what he wanted.
From my vague recollection of Cora not being in that room to hear what was going on.
We go down.
Okay.
Okay. Down you guys go. And
Fallon.
let me.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember where I was. I was literally looking at the map going, where am I?
Where am I?
Whew.
If you guys look down a little bit more, yep. Loud chants issue from a hallway near the southwest corner of this room. You discern many voices repeating, "She is slain, she is risen." But in the room in front of you, you can see large pillars and shadows. And as soon as you enter the room, you are waylaid.
Oh, Lord.
Pardon me, what? Oh,
Gambling
I
mounds.
zoomed out too far. I'm like, Cthulhu? There's freaking Cthulhu.
Yeah, I know. I thought those were tentacles, and I was like,
Little off theme. Yep.
excuse me.
But they're more plant-like than Cthulhu-like. But we will save the combat with them for next time.
Okay. Oh, there's a little dot on Shabaka's face still.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get that. Hold still. Hold still. You got something on your face.
Give him a
There
shave.
you go, I got it.
Skit, 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 skit.
There we
Well,
go.
Fallon being towards the back was a surprise.
Yeah, I know. She's not pleased.
This part of the scenario is surprisingly combat heavy.
Hmm.
There's a lot.
Yes.
in
I mean,
this.
it's Death House. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
From the rumors I've heard about Death House, it makes sense.
These are tougher encounters, obviously, than your first level characters would have encountered if you'd gone to Death House
Yeah.
in
Well,
100
yeah.
years in the
That
future.
makes
Oh, I hope
that
so.
also makes sense. It'd be fucking nuts if it wasn't.
But I mean
Yep.
that in the sense of like I've heard that, not that I've actually seen anything about Death House. Like it's
Yep.
mad, it's bad.
It has a reputation for sure.
Plant-based creatures, they're not immune to spike growth, right? Still get spiked by it.
Roll nature.
18?
Yep, they'll take damage from spike growth.
Cool. So, I guess we will find out next week what happens in that fight.
We hear chanting and then plants.
Right?
Yep.
Plants.
Yep.
Chanting,
I was not expecting a shambling mound
chanting
here.
plants.
Me neither. That was certainly a surprise.
Okay, and now we heard was it she is slain, she is risen?
She
Yeah.
is slain, she is risen.
She is risen. I didn't
And
like
then
that.
we come into the room and there's not some chanting people, but there's two shambling mounds.
I'm assuming they're down because there's two
Like,
pathways there. Yeah.
The sound was coming from a corridor to the
Okay.
south.
this one has weird
That
lines
one.
on it.
Yep, it's coming from that one.
Maybe the shambling
weird
mounts are doing
lines.
their interpretive dance.
Is this like a slide or something? The way that this like
It
Goes
does
downward.
descend. That corridor goes downhill. It's not stairs.
Let's slide.
an ADA accessible ramp.
Yep.
Fallon's absolute contempt for Van Richten is
It's
just really funny to me
so
every
obvious.
single time. She just fucking cannot stand this man.
This guy.
Ah. Van Richten. Has he ever been helpful? Genuinely,
Not really.
besides we stealing his stuff?
I mean,
Really?
he gave you.
We had
Yeah.
some good gear that we got to Nick.
He's been helpful
No,
to
I mean
me.
like besides stealing his stuff.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Oh, he told us where the person was.
That's true.
Yeah, the one that he
That was
didn't tell us
ambiguously
was
helpful and ambiguously deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
the one that
Yeah,
he
the one
didn't
who
tell
you
us
went-
was
Oh,
you
no.
know,
Yep.
No, he really didn't help us a whole lot.
Yeah, he
we
was
should have
like,
stole his tiger.
go see. Yeah, he was like, go see my apprentice, Esmeralda, and we were like, okay, and then it was like, psych, bitch.
That's
Esmeralda was
exactly
probably
what it was.
stronger than him.
Honestly, she probably was.
She probably was. If you think about like how much tougher it was to fight her than Van Richten, apprentice my ass.
Van Richten got his ass fucking beat so hard.
Maybe it's like a apprentice in like the vampire hunting way, but she very clearly had some skill in spells that he does not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anywho, that is
Kill your parents' killer a second time, Fallon.
that is it for this stream. So, we'll see you all next week and continue. And here
That was one of my favorite reveals, though.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking good.
So
the
good.
way I was shook.
Okay, I'm gonna
Wait, what?
Play-
Yeah.
play the outro. So everybody, say goodbye. Bye bye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.